Yo guys, and welcome back to another video on the Broken Logeros YouTube channel. I know it's been a while since I uploaded anything, but today we're getting straight back into the content and I'm gonna bring you guys the bangers. First things first, we've got this green MK1 behind me up first on the chopping block, and the car came in for some Pro Street touches that I thought I'd share with you guys because it's a fun project. So I thought I'd pick up the camera today and film a video for you guys to share the process with you guys and to show you guys exactly what we're gonna be doing step by step. But before we can get to the fun stuff, let's do some maintenance first.
Perfect.
Before I go ahead and install these CV shafts, I just thought I'd share this with you guys. So on the inside of this CV flange, there's a seal on the inside here. And the old one, as you guys can see, was quite damaged. And this caused for gearbox oil to leak out through the seal into the CV, and it caused a huge leak. So we went ahead and replaced that. And now I'm gonna throw in the freshly rebuilt CV shafts. Now, for the fun stuff. We just casually chilling outside of Shaba Mags on a Tuesday morning before they open. That man is busy opening the gate there now.
Early bird catches the worm.
Early bird catches the worm. Yeah, I just want to show you guys. I don't think I've filmed inside of Shaba's shop. So I'll just show you guys some cinematics of how it looks.
I'm still waking up, bro.
Oh, yeah.
Still warming up.
It's very early in the morning.
Yeah, no.
This is dope. As you guys saw in the earlier clips, we bought a set of ARC premium coilovers for the Golf, but we're also adding a set of ES extended mounts. Link in the description down below if you guys want to purchase a set of these. But we are going to fit this into the car right now, and as I'm fitting, I'll explain more about this part. I've got the coilovers in now and it's hanging on the car. I haven't bolted it down over here yet. But I've noticed that the CV shaft is actually binding when you try and turn the wheel. So what I also noticed is, and let me just bring the car down on the lift and I'll show you guys quickly what I noticed on this car. On these Golf chassis, the engine mounting points is adjustable. As you guys can see there, it can move all the way that way, as well as that one over there. It's moved all the way over to the passenger side. So what I'm thinking is that the engine is pushed too far that way, causing the CV shaft to bind, and I suspect that that is why the seal inside of the CV flange failed the first time. So I am adding a set of poly inserts for the engine mountings, so I'm gonna move that and then I'm gonna get back to the rest of the coilover install. Over here we've got the Andres Rubber Supplies Performance Poly Kit for MK1, and I will be installing this into the Golf as well. So I'm gonna do this before we finish off with the coilovers, and then we can get straight back into it. As I told you guys, we are doing a bunch of maintenance on this car, which also includes a major service, and seeing that I am flushing the coolant and I need to get to the engine mounting, the front one, which is under the radiator, I'm just gonna go ahead and remove the radiator to make my work easier. And then I'm gonna start with the first one, and then we're gonna do the other two, and after I've done that, we'll try and move the engine over a bit and just remount it. So I'm gonna put you guys on the stand and do that quickly. I just want to show you guys this quickly. Look how far over this way this mounting is sitting in here. So that is already, by that I can tell that this engine is supposed to move more to the driver's side. So, as you guys could tell from all the shots before this, we've done quite the amount of work on this car. But the most exciting thing that I wanted to actually show you guys is the induction, how it came out. So the customer already had this induction made up, but it was just the pipe. And I ended up making this bracket to mount this to the chassis. Mounted it over there, put the stack back on, but we also added a oil catch can over here, which runs, and then it runs into the breather from the engine. So I think this is a quite cool looking piece. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think.
What's interesting for me is the fact that you put coilovers, extended top hats, C-notch, all of the star and stuff, but your favorite part is the race stuff. That means we're on the right direction, guys. I'm slowly trying to convince Ashwin to get more into race style bowls. I don't know how you guys feel about that, but the fact that he's loving the induction most tells me, nah, we're on the right track.
I like quality stuff, bro.
It looks good though.
I like
Looks really
quality
good.
stuff, and this is a nice piece. This is something I would run on my car most definitely.
Drop a comment down below if you think we should stock these Mark 1 inductions off the shelf. Basically fit and go with the clamps, rubbers, and fully welded up. Let us know if you are interested, and we'll maybe start putting a package together like this for you guys.
Most definitely. I want to run one of these on my... By the way, guys, just to off topic, Rais bullied me into putting the wheels back onto the car because he never saw how it looks with the wheels, and...
Looks good though.
If you guys have never seen the wheels, this is a set of OEM Volvo Icarus wheels, 16x7, and then I'm running 25mm front adapters, also rear 30mm adapters to get the fitment to be like this. Let me know in the comments down below what you guys think if you've never seen the setup before. But yeah, this video is not about my golf. Let's get back to work. As you guys also saw, we fitted a set of ARC premium coilovers into this car, paired with a set of ES-Tech extended top mounts. And as you guys see, this height over here, this is what the tire allows us to go. But this car will put this tire away with no challenges. It can go quite low. We also did a C-notch, which you guys also saw me doing in the clips. I didn't go into detail because you guys have heard me speak about this multiple times, and you guys have heard me speaking about this all the time. So we did a C-notch on this car. By the way, the C-notch is something that we offer. So if you want this done to your Golf, click the link in the description down below and we can sort you out ASAP.
100s.
But that being said, this is extended mounts. A lot of people think that the main reason for why we use these mounts is for the car to go low, and yes, that is a big part of why we do it. But this little extended mount over here actually solves the big problem that all static MK1 owners have, and it removes most of the bounce that you have in front of the Golfs. And if you have a Golf, or if you've experienced it before, you'll know that it's super annoying to drive a Golf on coilovers, and the extended mounts is the perfect fix for that. So if you want that, also link in the description down below.
Another thing, if you notice the angle of the induction, yes, it would have looked better facing the light, but there's no fresh air by the light. So it's actually facing the grill where it's going to get cold.
And I can actually show you guys.
Yeah.
It's gonna
just by the way, if anybody
instead
notices
of there.
that.
So,
because I know someone will notice, and it does look a little bit weird, but it's more functional than anything, which is what the part's for. So
most definitely. But anyway, I'm talking too much again. I'm actually doing the last thing on my list, which is replacing the door handles. As you guys know, door handles is the biggest kryptonite of an MK1 owner. And as you guys see, I've already went ahead and stripped these off. The other door doesn't open, so the customer requested that I leave that one until they fix that door. But I'm gonna replace the 3 handles. And I actually wanted to show you guys that you can use your OEM barrel to use your OEM key for your new handles that you put into the car. But unfortunately, it wasn't an OEM key, I found out. That's all, by the way.
oh, the one that's on the corner.
Yeah, so there was one handle that had a other key, and the other handles, the key holes didn't work.
Which now means he's gonna have, because he already changed the ignition barrel. So now he's already got 2 keys. But now he's gonna have a key for the door, a key for the boot, a key for the fuel door, and a key for the ignition barrel. Unfortunately.
A trossie. So each of these handles, the front handles, come with a set of keys. So you have your key that you need to put on your car's key, obviously, and then you have a spare. And then yeah, the fronts come with the keys, and then the rears obviously don't have the key hole, so it doesn't come with the key hole. But I'm gonna go ahead and install these handles quickly. There's all my hardware lying, and then yeah, that should basically tick off most of what was done on this car. Guys, it is now 5 minutes past 10 at night, and as you guys can see, Raiz and I are both super tired. So I'm gonna end off the day over here, and then we can pick up where we left off tomorrow morning. So I'll see you guys in the morning. I just want to open the bonnet for the last time.
That's all I can hear inside.
Oh,
Bro, when I cry, but I don't know when I cry, though. I want to cry, yo, man. You don't know what that means to me, man. Yeah.
Yeah.
I lost my words, man. The gears feel lovely. It was so loose, man. Trying to do something, but I fall.
sorry for that. So just like that, guys, the MK1 Golf is complete, and as you guys saw from the previous clips, the owner was completely happy and actually over the moon with his car. And just to go over a few things that we did, we added the coilovers, we added the extended mounts, we did the Andres Poly engine insert kit, we also did a major service, we flushed his coolant, put in a new coolant bottle, we did some things to his ignition that was faulty, we sorted that out. So we did a major list on the car, even though on the exterior you don't really see the difference. A lot was done to the car, and as you guys saw, the owner was really happy. So this was phase 1 of his build. I'm excited and I hope that I get to film the next part of what he's got planned for that car for you guys. But with that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys haven't yet, please don't forget to like, comment and subscribe. See you guys in the next one. Stay safe.